Hello YouTube, this is Sharon Koenig, your Mindset Business Coach, and I'm coming to you live from my beautiful office here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I am having a beautiful day. It is a gorgeous Wednesday. So how's your day going? So it's a lot of fun for me to come on live here to really engage with my friends and get to know you a little bit better. So I am super excited to be able to offer you a little mini lift today. So what I'm going to be talking about are 10 mindset switches that the wealthy have. So this is really interesting when we start thinking about all of the things that the wealthy do versus what the poor do. Now, I'm not going to have the contrast here. More importantly, I want to be able to share with you what the wealthy do. I mean, let's just cut to the chase, right? Oh, here, I've got to get rid of something here. There we go. Always getting some kind of notification here on live stream. I just did a live stream and I had a call come in, and that was a lot of fun. It was just spam, but it always disrupts the live stream. So let's get started. Are you ready for this? You can tell me here if you're coming in on the replay. But there's 10 mindset switches that the wealthy have. And it's something that I've been working on, and I can't honestly say that I feel like I've mastered it by any stretch. So this is a little bit more of a journey for me to share with you in this live stream. So number one, you have to have education and training in order to be rich, in order to be wealthy, in order to be successful in a business. What do you think? Well, I want to tell you it is absolute BS. There are a lot of people that have created tremendous businesses, 6, 7, 8-figure businesses without having any training. Even Tony Robbins, he's not certified as a life coach, right? He's got a lot of experience under his belt, but he doesn't have his certification. And Lisa Nichols, right? She's got the books, you know, all of those accolades and lots of speaking engagements, but there's really no education and training there. You know, she specializes in visualization. And that's something, you know, you don't really get the certification on. You certainly can. Nowadays, you can get a certification on just about anything. So the question is whether or not you need it. Oh, indecent here on camera. Excuse me. Anyway, so a lot of people feel like they have to do that. And I know, you know, when I started this time around, you know, when I got divorced, I wanted to get back online. You know that if you've been following me, you know I've been online since the 90s. And this time around, I wanted to come online by myself and do this dang thing by myself. And I started off as a life coach, and I fell into that trap of thinking that I needed to have it because it was something that was going to lift me up in business. And it was going to help me be better for people. And yes, it did help me. I'm trained under Tony Robbins, and it did help me be able to understand people much better, but it wasn't something that I needed. You know, it wasn't something that I had to have. I had to have it for me because I really wanted to be the best I can be. So it's not like you have to have it for the world, you know, in order to achieve success. So that's just BS. So number 2, I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time. So, you know, that's just a mindset limitation that a lot of people have. So today we have social media, which enables us to live stream in multiple places. For example, you know, if I had you know, the forethought here, I could have multiple devices and live stream on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube all at the same time and hit lots of people, get in front of massive amounts of people. And then just send the video out to someone and get it transcribed and then create a blog post off of it, right? And then to scrape the audio off and then go make a podcast off of it, right? All of that from one piece of content, right? And that's the thing. What did it take me? This is a hypothetical here. This one experience of interfacing one time with you. So there's no excuse. You do have the time. You have the time to get in front of these people, right? So not having the time is something that is BS as well. I'm a single mom. I homeschool and I'm running my business. And a lot of people say, well, I'm coaching. I don't have time for all of this marketing stuff. But it's just because they're not thinking outside the box. They're not thinking about how they could be more efficient with their time. And that's where, working with a coach comes in, because, we can squash the limiting belief, first of all, and show you what's possible. Like I did just now, showing you that there's lots of different avenues for you so that you can just take, this one experience of a live stream. You could do stories, right? Just quick little stories and be in front of people. A lot of people they don't even go through their feed anymore. They just are looking at stories. That's the only way that they're really watching Instagram or anything anymore. And this is so easy for us to get in front of people in this way. So, having that time, you don't even have to have a website. There's a lot of different ways to go about having an online business. So you don't have to even have a website. So number 3, you have to have tons of ideas. You don't. Really, all it is just switching that mindset to having focus, having dedication. This is huge when you can wrap your mind around it. So, having these big ideas for your business, is not really all that necessary. You can think of lots of other people who have really great ideas and have put themselves out there with these great products and that sort of thing. And we don't have to do that in order to really reach that level of success. It's really just knowing what your vision is and staying committed and dedicated to your dream, right? Having that focus. And that's where a lot of people really fall down when we start thinking about the wealthy. These people are very determined. They're very focused people. And they know exactly what they want. They set the goals, right? And a lot of people are just floundering with their goals, and they really are not able to focus in on their dreams, right? And therein lies the biggest problem. So, having some time to meditate on your vision, you can write it out as a mission statement, for example. You can write it out as affirmations every day. But definitely, taking a look at your goals. That way you can stay focused. It is so easy today on social media to get distracted. We see somebody who's doing something similar to us, and it takes us off track. And then we lose our focus, and we suddenly are not very dedicated or determined to live out our dream, our vision. And this is really something that we as entrepreneurs, if you're an entrepreneur, it doesn't even matter if you're an entrepreneur or not. I mean, if you had a vision of having a healthier body even, you've got to have that vision, right? You've got to stay focused, and you've got to be dedicated and committed to your dream, to your vision. And that is something that the wealthy know. So we can apply these things across the board in many areas of our life. We think about relationships, people who are married and their relationship is falling apart. It's the same thing. You've got to have a vision. We have these hashtags, couple goals, right? And that's really important. If you've got a goal as a couple to keep that relationship together, focus and dedication, commitment, those are things that you can use across the board. So number 4, really not knowing what to do. A lot of people believe I can't be successful. I really just don't know what to do. Therein lies this overwhelm, right? Where they just feel so frustrated and they just throw their hands up. And I want to suggest to you that, you could start without a degree, you could start without having a business structure. You don't have to have an LLC or an incorporation. You just have to have that vision. You just got to really start. And I think the best way to start is sharing your journey on social media. And I know so many people that I've talked to and worked with who have a vision and were able to create massive success online. I mean, I've talked to these people. They're friends of mine. And I can see their success with their launches, right? And, these people didn't start off knowing, having that training. So that's the thing, we have to understand it's a mindset switch that you indeed don't need to have all of this. And you will be able to create the success that you want if you can stay determined and focused and, just really understanding what your vision is. So number 5, you don't have any resources. You don't have a team. Now, this was one of those that was really difficult for me because being single and homeschooling, that was always an issue for me, feeling like I am alone. And, I really have been more or less an island my whole life, raised in a very poor family, very dysfunctional family, very abusive family. I didn't want to be around them, so I was very alone all the time. And, when you have a dream that's bigger than yourself, you focus on that. That is what you dream about. That's what you see when you're sleeping at night. It's what you see when you wake up in the morning. And it doesn't matter if you don't have resources or a team. It just means you're not resourceful enough if you fail, because we're all given these gifts within us to start to think differently, to think outside the box. And, when push comes to shove, if you have a gun against your head, you're going to do what it takes. You will. You will do what it takes to make your dream come alive. If it takes 5 years, if it takes 10 years, just staying on the path and staying true to your vision, you will make it happen. That's something that is really holding people back, this belief that they don't have, these people to help them. You don't need all of that. Just start. It like I was saying before, it doesn't even matter if it's about your health or your fitness, whatever it is. When we think about wealth, a lot of things come to our mind. Certainly we think of money when we think of wealth. But we can think of wealth in our health, right? And it really boils down to abundance, right? And how abundant are you in your life? Do you have health? Do you have fitness? Is your body fit, right? And relationships. And then there's money, right? And knowledge, right? And it's so important for us to realize that we are able to be resourceful and feel wealthy and abundant because we can do so much more than the limitations that we set forth. I think that we who don't succeed really just have the one common denominator, and that's our mind. If we can switch our mind and switch our beliefs, we realize that we could do so much more and have more abundance and more wealth. So now we're at number 6. So the fear of unknown. This is something that holds people back all the time. Hang on, I got another notification here. It's really scary. I get it. When we're veering off into different things that we want, whether it be with a relationship, maybe you're scared of love. Maybe you're scared of starting your business. Maybe you're scared of creating this new body that you've always dreamt of. So fear of the unknown is something that we all go through, but what the wealthy people know is that this is just a limiting belief. So we feel the fear and we do it anyway. Now, this is something I've built my business on. And, being homeless, that was something that was really a big deal for me because I was scared to leave home in the first place. And I was scared of being homeless. I was scared of what was everyone going to think, and, you just do it anyway. When you start having the dreams and your vision of what it is that you want for a better life, whatever better life is for you, fill in the blank. Wealthy people know that they're going to feel fear, but their dream of what it is they want is bigger than the fear. So like what I was talking about before, you're going to do what it takes. If you really want it bad enough, even if there's that fear, you know that it's there. But have that mind switch that you're going to be able to work through it and let all outcomes go. Whatever you think the outcome is going to be, just release it and know that it could be a completely different outcome than what you thought. I think this is really an important thing because we as humans, we all feel that fear in everything that we do. If we want to go out and get love, or if we want to go and do some sort of competition, what if I fail? What if I want to start this business? What if I fail? This isn't what the wealthy people do. This is not a mindset, a belief that wealthy people have. They say, well, if I fail, okay. So what? They release the outcome. And this is a mindset hack that we could really learn from the wealth. This is really important for us to grasp. So number 7, so this mindset switch that the wealthy have is self-worth. This was something that was really difficult for me. So if you've been following me for any length of time, I was homeless. And I really felt like a throwaway. I felt like I was thrown away. That was really hard for me for a lot of years. The dysfunctional family, everyone has that, right, to some degree. But, then the divorce comes with my husband, and I felt about that big. And I had to take care of my family. I was on my own. And this was something that was so difficult for me, but I knew that I had to earn money and I had to take care of my kids. I've got 3 kids. It's a pretty big deal to be, responsible, to have to take care of them. And it was really difficult for me. And then I think of like falling in love again, after a failed marriage, right? This is what we do. We put labels on things. And my self-worth was really bad, and I was not in a position to go out and find love or anything like that, which a lot of people do anyway because they don't want to be alone. But, you can think of any area of your life, where a mindset switch, like having better self-worth, is going to help you succeed. So when we think of wealthy people, they're releasing the outcome to anything that can happen. They come up with an idea and they're very resourceful, and they go out and they have high self-worth and confidence. They stay focused, they're committed. They don't care whether or not they have the training because they're resourceful, right? These are all of the mindset hacks that the wealthy know. That's what we have to adopt in our own life. So having poor self-worth got in my way for a while until I learned these habits, learned, what it is that these successful people are doing. I wanted to be successful, this homeless girl, and I'm a throwaway, right? And this is ridiculous. It's all BS. You can accomplish so much, but you've got to switch these things in your mind and realize that your dream is bigger. And there's so much that you can get help with, learning, having hypnosis, for one thing, was something that was very valuable. I was so fascinated by hypnosis, I went out and got certified as NLP. So this has helped me significantly. It's really helped me with my children. When they throw tantrums and that sort of thing, being able to help them through some of their issues, and even working with my clients, known as the mindset business coach, because, someone in business, they really just have their mind. This is what we all have to understand. And this is the common denominator that gets in our way. So, number 8. This one's huge. I don't know if I really felt this way, but it's money is bad. Did you ever feel that way? Money is bad? Well, I remember thinking the rich are greedy. The rich are snobby. That's the way I thought. And I also thought that I would never be rich. And it's just not meant for me. And it was a reality that I could not wrap my mind around. And this is a mindset hack that wealthy people really discount. They don't believe that money is bad. The thing about having money is it enables you to do so much. If you have a heart for volunteering or for philanthropy, any sort of giving, then clearly you need money to do that, because you don't want to be broke, trying to make ends meet and then donating, because you are a good person and you want to be able to help the homeless or help the needy, right? Help the hungry. And then meanwhile, you're at home hungry yourself or not meeting your own needs. So having money is really important for us. It's really, I think it's an obligation for us to succeed in our businesses, because when we succeed in business, we are able to give jobs to people, right? Think about a lot of businesses who are able to provide jobs for people. And without making money, they would not be able to do that. So, the rich, they know to switch their mind around to thinking, that money is good, money is important. I need to have money so I can do more good things with it. So we need to switch our minds around, and maybe you want to dig a little deeper about what your thoughts are around money, right? So did you ever think that maybe the rich were greedy like I did? And the rich were not nice? Yeah, that was me. And not real proud of that at all. And number 9 is self-sabotage. So this is something that I have seen a great deal of with people that I've worked with. They're just, essentially they say that they want to do something and they'll come up with all sorts of reasons why, it's not working. But, I think it's up to us to, show ourselves a mirror and see what it is that we're doing and take a look at where we're sabotaging ourselves and where our beliefs lie and where we might be able to do more. So self-sabotage is one of those things that really holds a lot of people back. But when we think about the wealthy people, they let all of that go because they've got a big dream. This is really important. And number 10 is I don't have enough connections. I can't run my business. I'll never be successful because I don't have enough connections. And this is just ridiculous to think, because we're in a very sociable world and there's nothing that holds us back from becoming more sociable. It's not about, you scratch my back and I'll scratch your back. It's more about how you can lead with value, what it is that you can do for somebody else. And, what comes around goes around, it's karma, baby. And we start realizing that the universe has our back, when we are putting out this much value. This is really important for us to really grasp this mindset concept. And knowing that maybe we're shy, we're introverted. Even when you do something like that, you're able to reach a lot of people who are maybe more like you and you're in alignment with you. You need to seek those people out. And that is your tribe in a sense, because those people want to be with people that they resonate with. So having no connections is really a lame excuse for not succeeding. And the wealthy people know this. So switch your mindset right now to think about how it is you can give value out there. You know, where's your tribe? Where are the people hanging out? So that you can have more connections, and, you know, switch that mindset into seeing this level of success that the wealthy people have. So these are the 10 mindset beliefs that the wealthy have that a lot of everyday people don't have. So I wanted to be able to share these with you because these are issues that I've gone through in my own life and still go through. I think the thing is, you know, when you work through a limiting belief, you know, you think you squashed it, you know, it comes back up time and time again, you know, maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years down the road, and you think, you know, I thought I worked through that one. And that's the thing, you know, we realize that these are beliefs that we have and they're ingrained in us from when we were children. And it's up to us to do the work and realize that these are just limiting beliefs. And we have that power within us, the power of choice, to be able to switch these mindset beliefs that we have and create this future, this reality that we dream about. So I want to thank everybody for coming here and all of the hearts and everything. Thank you so much. And until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day. This is Sharon Koenig. I'm out.